Hello viewers, in previous video we are observed content filters, and then I will explain visibility filters and relationship filters come together later. Now present I am going to explain attributes filters. These are attribute filters are the filters which filter the selected elements based upon the attribute values. These are the filters, that is attribute is equal to value. Attribute, it will returns all elements that have the passed attribute, and also attribute is equal to value, it will returns all elements that are contains the value in that attribute will be returned. Attribute not equal to value, that means it will return the elements that the attribute does not contain this value will be written. Attribute cap is equal to value, this will return the elements which contains an attribute that starts with this value, like that. Attribute dollar is equal to value, that means ends with value, that means it will return the elements that contains the attribute which starts with, end with this value, what we passed value. And then attribute star is equal to value, return the all elements in that attribute which contains the value is in that attribute. Let's observe in practically for very good understanding. Here we have some I am going to explain on previous HTML web page. Let's comment this out, and then we are going to pass our attributes. That's dollar. Here we are going to pass our attributes. I'm going to select here li tags. Li. Here I am going to pass attribute that have a class name. Here I am going to pass an attribute value class. That means what are the li tags that contain a class attribute will be written. That means the index number 0 and index number 1 and index number 3 will be written. Here we observe index number 2 doesn't have any class name here, that's why this will not be written. Let's save it and observe in browser. Here it is. The index number 3 does not be written, that means third li tag will not be written, and remaining all li tags has been written. Like that we are going to pass another, that is class name is equal to value b. Let's save it and we will open our browser. Let's press F5. Yes, here it is written only fourth li tag, because the fourth li tag has a name class b. That means the named with b class name is equal to b. Like that, here we are going to pass. For observe other filters, I would like to change here this att attribute. This is also attribute and this is also base. I like to change here, that is I would like to pass attribute that starts name with ba. Let's save it and press F5. Here it is. This is like that. We are going to select that attribute name li tags. That attribute name starts with a t. That means I'm going to save it and then press F5. Okay, the first two li tags has been selected. Like that, we are going to change some modification. Attribute 2, attribute 1 and attribute 2, and here I would like to also base 1. Presently I am going to pass dollar symbol here, that means it will match the li tags that have class name end with whatever we are going to passing value. That means I am passing here 1, that means li tags that the class name ends with 1 will be written here. Let's observe in browser, save changes. Yes, this is only the index number 0 and index number 4 have index number 3 contains. That means let's see in our program, this is the class name end with 1 here, and li tag the class name end with 1. These two will be written in our web browser. This, let's observe it, the first one and the last li tags has been written like that. We are going to pass another. Here I am going to pass another attribute that the class name does not contain attribute 1. That li tags has been will be written here. Let's observe in web browser. In browser, save changes. Yes, this is the attribute 1, contain attribute 1, and the remaining all it will not be written because we have passed attribute not equal to value. That's why it will be mismatch all remaining values. It will match all remaining values with except of our passing value. That means here I have to remove 1. What happens? See, view in browser, that means it will select all values. That means the attribute does not contain attribute. That means there is no class name class name contain att. Here it is att1 and here it is att2. That's why it will return all li tags like that. We are going to pass another one. Here I am pressing star attribute. Let's save it and observe it. Press F5. It will return the 2. That means it will returns all li tags that contains class name that contains the all class that returns all li tags contain a class name is equal to att. That means it will return that matches to string, that it will contain att string. Here it contain att string. That's why it will match these two li tags to our web browser. That means it will select the two content elements. Thank you guys. These are the attribute filters. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.